What's your name?
Banele.
How old are you?
5. Are you ready?
I met Banele on the 15th of December 2005. I was studying part-time at the time and I was working full-time at a large corporate organization. I had gone out to the Fikalela Children's Home where we were doing a corporate social responsibility project, and I'd never been exposed to people, or let alone children, living with the HIV virus. As time progressed, I developed a bond with Banele, whose mother was absent at the time, and I developed a very strong bond with the caregivers as well as the children at the home. I also attended the hospital with Banele, and it gave me a tremendous amount of insight in terms of what HIV positive children have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. At the time I met him, Banele was a very sick child. We were concerned that he might not have been strong enough in order to get through many of the ailments he was dealing with. We were also concerned that he would not be able to talk. There were doubts about whether or not he would be able to walk as a normal child. But as time progressed, and with the help of many doctors and other health professionals as well as the caregivers at Fikalela, we actually came up with a program and we persisted.
Banele came early 2005 on January. He came by the social worker, and the time he came he was very sick. So he was 3 months. But the way he was looking at, you can't say he was 3 months, you can say maybe he was just born that time because he was very small. So as when I came at Fikalela Children's Center, we take him to Hotel. That is where to get the ARVs. And as he was very sick, his neck was not staying like a baby. The neck was full, that side and that side. So he grew like that, and he, as having 6 months, he was not crawling. He was crawling with his stomach. I think he finished 1 year, and he was still crawling because of his condition. But as we started ARVs, he was looking better, much better. And as you can see him now, he was very better. And
Maybe go that one.
he was a really well child.
Okay. Both heads.
For me, it was quite a big change because I was a single mother of 1 at the time, and my son was in matric when I met Banele. As time progressed, clearly this was a huge change to my life because I sat with an adult child and I was now looking at taking on the responsibility of caring for a child who was not only very young, but who came with a life-threatening condition. He also suffered with fetal alcohol syndrome as well as several fetal alcohol spectral disorders.
Well, I met Banele. I've been looking after Banele in his ARV clinic at Groote Hospital, and I've known him for a couple of years now. Banele has quite a complex medical problems, and he was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, and that is the effect of alcohol during pregnancy, and it can have a number of effects on a child. Developmental effects. Children more often have learning difficulties. They may also have behavioral difficulties, and children like this can sometimes have quite a tough time. The other challenge that Banele has is his HIV infection. So Banele also was born with his HIV infection, and as many know, HIV can cause a severe immune deficiency, and this makes children susceptible to many to infections, severe infections that can often be life-threatening. But HIV itself can also affect the way children develop. It can be associated with learning and behavioural difficulties. And so Banele was faced with these challenges. Now, I met Banele and met his foster family, and through the medical help, but particularly through the care that he has received in his home environment, he has absolutely flourished. He is a very well child. He certainly has some challenges that remain with learning, but those are being addressed. The HIV infection is very well controlled on the medications that are available. Now, these medications are quite intensive for little children. You have to take 3 medicines, and you have to take it in the morning and at night, and you can't miss any doses. If you miss even 2 or 3 doses, you have the chance of the virus in your body becoming resistant or strong against these medications. So it is a huge commitment and effort from parents to do this properly. And we've certainly seen with Banele the effects of this medication being given well and consistently, and his HIV is totally under control, and he's growing and thriving.
So bye Banele. Vou que teu pai Come back, Banele. Bye, everybody. Bye. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, my boy. Have a nice evening. And
Bye, Banele.
don't you come tomorrow? Be a brave boy, huh?
And leave your mommy alone.
Come in like a big boy. Banana. See you tomorrow.
Bye.